everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're one of my subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing and coming back to watch this video. So today I just have a quick video. I'm just going to be going over a couple of things with you that were announced that are coming soon to Scentsy. So I do want to talk about a couple of those things. I want to give you my thoughts about the new limited edition holiday warmer for 2025. So I do have some thoughts about that, and I do want to share that with you. Before I go over that, I'm going to go over that last. So I just want to give you some of the other information just really quickly. There is a Merry and Bright holiday special that is actually coming first. So that's going to be coming October 27th. That's this coming up Monday. And that's going to be released 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So my time, it's going to be released at 1 p.m. But you also have 10 a.m. Pacific Time. It's going to be released then. So I actually think this collection is actually pretty cute. So I'm going to actually be putting some pictures up here while I talk to you guys about this. So there's going to be a couple of things coming. There's going to be a frosted in fuchsia warmer that's going to be $50. So from the pictures, from what I can tell, it does look like it's like a pink type of color. It looks like it has like a frosted type glitter on it. Now, a lot of the warmers that are released with this collection is not your traditional red and green type colors. So Scentsy had said in the article that they released that they were trying to kind of shake things up. They were just trying to put like a playful, almost whimsical spin on things with this holiday special that they released. So I do think the warmer is cute. And I also like the Merry Little Christmas white warmer. So I'll put some pictures here of that one. That one is going to be $85. So we do have this one in the traditional green color. That one came out, I believe it was in 2023, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was a warmer of the month in 2023 for November. And I love that warmer. I have that one. I absolutely think it's gorgeous. And so I definitely want to get this white one because it looks more like it has snow on it. So I'm definitely going to get this. I plan on using some of my host credits to either get it free or half price, but I do think it's absolutely precious. There's also a mini warmer coming that's called Frostique Mini Warmer, I believe that's how you pronounce it. It is going to be $25. And I also really love this one too. I really like the aqua color of this one. Now, typically I don't decorate with pinks and aquas and things like that. I mean, typically I am decorating with a more traditional red and green type of look, but I still think they're really fun. I think that they're really pretty. And I like the fact that the mini warmer is snowflakes and that I can keep that out, you know, after Christmas. Honestly, I might would also keep out the white Christmas tree after Christmas and just keep it up through winter. There's also a new bar that's going to be coming with this collection that's called Merry Pomegranate. So it's going to be $6. And the description for it says, zesty grapefruit and sweet pomegranate made festive with hits of pine. So for sure, I'm going to be grabbing that bar so that I can test it, smell it, review it, warm it for you. I'm very excited about it. You guys know I love the smell of grapefruit if you've been watching my channel. I also love pomegranate, and it says it only has hints of pine, which is perfect for me because I usually don't really like pine scents if they're straight pine, but I love when they mix other type of scents with pine. So I think I'm going to absolutely love that. So I think the whole collection is really, really cute. So if you're interested in that, again, it will be coming this Monday, October 27th, and everything is just while supplies last. So the other thing that they announced that's coming, we also have some new candles that are coming. We also have another collection. So let me go over the candles real quick. The candles are coming November 1st. At 12:01 a.m. Pacific time. So for my time here for Eastern, that's going to be around 3 a.m. And they announced in this article that the candles are going to be $30 each, or if you want to purchase 2 candles, you're going to be getting a 10% discount. If you want to purchase 3 candles, you're going to be getting a 20% discount. So they didn't used to have the pick two get 10% off, but now they do have that. So now if you want to purchase 2 candles, you can get at least 10% off of the candles. So they announced that they're going to bring the candles out in eucalyptus wreath, which is a current scent that we have in the catalog. I absolutely love that fragrance. The description for that fragrance is fresh eucalyptus, juniper, and frosted mint. It's definitely got eucalyptus. It definitely has a cool type of feel to it, like a cool pine. So I think that was a great scent that they chose. And then they announced 2 other scents. Now, this is kind of where I have a problem, because the 2 other scents that they announced in the candles are brand new scents, and we're not going to be getting them in wax bars as far as I know. So they haven't announced these scents coming anywhere in any kind of a wax bar. And I'm really disappointed, because these scents sound absolutely beautiful and they sound like something I would be really interested in. But as I've said, I'm not one to burn candles, and I don't really want to purchase the candles. I have received one of the candles free with a party closeout haul, just so I can review it and see how it does. But I don't really want to purchase the candles. So unfortunately, I am really upset that Scentsy is not choosing to release these in wax melts, but I'm holding out hope that maybe they will at some point. So one of the new scents is called Firewood Spruce. That sounds absolutely amazing. The description says winter air, Norway spruce, and firewood embers. Oh my gosh, it sounds like something I would absolutely love. And then the other brand new fragrance is sugared peppermint pine, which also sounds amazing. It says crisp peppermint, vanilla, and white pine. And I just feel like those 2 fragrances are fragrances that I have been looking for this winter, because like with the holiday collection of wax, I feel like they weren't really traditional type holiday scents. I didn't really feel like any of the bars in the holiday 5-pack of wax that was released feel really holiday, or some of them feel slightly wintry. But these 2 here, you have one that is definitely more of like a wintry type feel. Then you have the one with peppermint that I would absolutely love to warm around Christmas. But unfortunately, it's only in the candles. Now, if you love the candles, that's great. These 2 fragrances sound absolutely beautiful. I just wish that they would have also released them somewhere in a wax bar. But I'm holding out hope that maybe we will get those scents somewhere. So the candles are 12.5 ounces of wax. And Scentsy says that they are a premium soy wax blend. So these specific candles that are $30 each have the 2 wicks. And then Scentsy says that they offer 42 to 48 hours of burn time. Now, I don't know any specifics about the candles on how they do or anything like that, because I have not burned my candle yet. But I can tell you that I got the candle in cider mill, and I thought that it was a lot softer just by smelling it than a wax bar. I feel like a wax bar is stronger, but I can't really give my opinion about that because I haven't burned the candle. So I don't know how it would do when it's actually burning. But so there's that. So that's coming November 1st. We also have coming November 1st, the Wicked collection. So November 1st, this is also at 12:01 a.m. Pacific time, or around 3 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. They announced that they are bringing the Wicked warmer back. So I'll put some pictures of it up here. So we did have this warmer last year, and they announced that they're bringing it back on November 1st, but it's going to be 50% off. So it was $100, and now it's going to be offered for $50. So I think that's a good deal if you missed out on it last year, or if you didn't get it for some reason and you're interested in it. I do think it's a really pretty warmer. I don't know much about the movie Wicked. I didn't watch that. Since he did say in the article that there is a new Wicked film that's being released called Wicked for Good that's being released this November. So I didn't even know that. So I guess that's why they're re-releasing this. So I think that's a perfect time. If you love Wicked, I think the warmer is really beautiful. Now, they're also re-releasing the original Wicked bar that was released last year. That bar is called Wicked Emerald City. It's going to be $7, and the description says a fruit brandy scent brightened with cranberries, rise above notes of mulled spices. Now, I did get that bar last year, and I remember smelling it. I think it smells beautiful. It reminded me a lot of Merry Wonderland. So I feel like if you like the scent of Merry Wonderland, which we also had last year, and it's now in the catalog for this fall and winter, if you like that scent, I feel like you would really like this Wicked bar Emerald City. It's really nice. It was also a pretty good performer, so I did enjoy that. So in addition to those two things that came out last year, they have announced that they are also releasing a new Wicked Wax collection. So this is going to be 3 brand new bars that none of us have ever smelled before. It's going to be $21, and it says that they are in a bewitching bag. So I will put some pictures up here of what that's going to look like. One of the bars is called Wicked Green Girl Power, and it says wild jasmine notes uplifted by fresh greens and powerful dark amber. Now, I do plan on getting this Wicked Wax collection just because I do want to smell the bars. A couple of these sound like something I would be interested in, and I want to review them here for you. This Wicked Green Girl Power sounds beautiful. I do love the scent of jasmine. I am a little concerned about it saying it has greens and amber just because I don't usually like really green type scents, and you guys know amber gives me headaches. So, but I'm just going to go ahead and get the collection and we'll try it. The next bar is called Wicked Pink Girl Perfection, and it says it smells like pink bubble gum and sugared strawberry notes made even brighter with the perfect amount of citrus. So that bar definitely sounds like something I would love. The fact that it has the bubble gum, it has the strawberry, and it also says it has, like a perfect amount of citrus, which I would assume is just like a hint of citrus. So that one sounds beautiful. And then the third bar is called Wicked Friends for Good. And the description says, sweet vanilla orchid with a hint of green brings out the best notes of wild strawberry. So that one sounds unique. I have no idea what to think about these descriptions, but I will get this collection and I will review it with you when it gets here. Now, these 3 bars that is in this Wicked Wax collection cannot be purchased individually from the website. So if you are interested in those, you will have to buy the collection for $21, or you can add them to a Scentsy Club and get them individually that way. Now, Scentsy also told us in the article that this Wicked collection is only going to be available from November 1st until December 17th. They said that it's ending a little sooner than normal. So I don't know why they're choosing to do that, but just giving you a warning. But it is also only while supplies last. Okay, so now we're going to go back and we're going to talk about the new limited edition holiday warmer. So I'm going to put some pictures up here of what the new limited edition holiday warmer is for 2025. So again, this warmer is going to be available November 1st at 12:01 a.m. Pacific time or 3:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, the name of the warmer is Dashing Through the Pines, and the warmer is going to be $160 while supplies last. So if you guys are aware of what Scentsy's limited edition holiday warmers are, you know that Scentsy numbers each one so that they are a unique limited edition collectible. And usually the limited edition holiday warmers include a coordinating matching ornament. So this one does have that. It does have like a little ornament that looks like the little red retro truck. Now in the article, they said that this was a nostalgic nod to the popular red retro truck warmer that we've had in the past, which it definitely was a popular warmer. That was one of my best-selling warmers back when we first had that available. I think it was like a warmer of the month at some point. And it says it has the winter scene with the forest of trees with lights. And this is actually their 10th annual limited edition holiday offering. Okay, so we're just going to talk about my thoughts here. First, let me say that I always look forward to finding out what the limited edition warmer is every single year. I always look forward to it. I do. I don't have every single one that Scentsy has made. There have been a few that I thought were absolutely beautiful. They just weren't necessarily my style, and so I didn't get them. But my favorites have been the snow globes. So they have released 3 snow globes in the past before, and I do have all of those. I absolutely love the snow globe warmers. I think they're absolutely beautiful. So normally for a limited edition warmer, Scentsy creates those to be extra special. They usually are way more expensive because, they have a better quality to them. I feel like they also usually do something unique. For example, the snow globes, would have a motor in them with the snow globe. We had an ice skating warmer at some point, and the little ice skaters would move around. I think there was something like magnetic in the warmer that helped that do that. So there was, moving parts to that one. We've also had, it looked like a fireplace and it had like a light that looked like the flame. So that one was absolutely beautiful. I do regret not getting that one. I think we also had a Christmas tree at one point that had like a moving train or something like that. I really can't remember that one that well. But I mean, we've always had really beautiful, high quality warmers, I feel like, that do something special, that makes them stand out from all the other warmers throughout the year. And I really always look forward to seeing what that is. And, with the snow globes, with the motor and everything, with the snow falling, those have always been my favorite. So I was really looking forward to this. I had no idea what Scentsy was going to release. And so when I saw pictures of the warmer on the workstation, I was very disappointed. I really don't mean this in a negative way. I do think the warmer is pretty. Don't get me wrong. I do think the warmer is pretty. I do love the lights that are in the trees. I think it is a cute warmer, but I don't think that it's worth $160. I think that for $160, I would expect more from Scentsy. The limited edition warmers have been $125 in the past. Last year's was $125. And I will put a picture here of what last year's limited edition warmer was. It was absolutely stunning. Absolutely loved it. And I feel like it was worth $125. Honestly, for last year's warmer, I probably would have paid, $140 for it, something like that. I just feel like it was worth it. It was a high quality warmer in my eyes, but it was also a style of warmer that I like. So, it's okay if you disagree with what I'm saying about this warmer. I'm just giving my opinions. But I just feel like for this warmer, it doesn't do anything special, okay? It has the lights on the trees. If there would have been a button on this warmer where you could change the lights on the trees to colored lights, or the lights on the trees would blink, you would have like twinkling lights, or, you could also make them solid lights. If it did something a little extra, I could maybe understand the $160 that Scentsy is charging for this warmer. Now, I have to also say that this warmer is not available to be used with host credits. You can't use your host rewards, so you can't get half price. You can't use your free credit towards it, so you can't use anything towards it. So, I mean, it would be $160 out of your pocket. And so for me, if I can't use my host rewards on a warmer, I have to really, really love it and really, really want it. And in my eyes, I just feel like this warmer, Scentsy had said that the cost to produce limited edition warmers is much higher than other warmers. To keep the price as low as possible, we've reduced the PRV. So if you're just a customer, if you're not a consultant, you may not understand what PRV is, but it basically means personal retail volume. And it basically means if you were to purchase this warmer and you attached it to one of your links to put it towards like a party total, it's not even going to give you $160 towards a party. You're only going to be getting, I believe, $115. So you're going to be getting $115 towards a party. So you're paying $160. You're only getting the $115 towards it. You can't use rewards on it, anything like that. So in my eyes, I think the warmer is really pretty. I do. When I first look at it, but if you start looking at it closer, I can't justify $160 for this warmer. I could maybe justify $85 to $100 for this warmer, but I feel like the trees look a little cheap to me. And I also feel like in the picture, one of the trees towards the middle is leaning. It's leaning to the left. And that drives me absolutely crazy. If something is off center or not symmetrical, it's just a pet peeve of mine. And I just know that would drive me absolutely crazy. I felt the same way last year when they released the gingerbread warmer last year. There was little trees that looked like those trees on the gingerbread warmer house, and my trees came crooked when the warmer was delivered to me. But thankfully I was able to bend them, and I, could make them look more symmetrical, and I could fix them. But in that warmer, in this new limited edition warmer, you're not going to be able to reach inside that warmer and move those trees. So that would drive me absolutely crazy, that one is crooked. Now, maybe it's just the one they chose to use for their pictures, but I feel like if they're choosing a warmer to, use for their marketing images, they would have chose one of the best ones. And so I'm kind of concerned that the one I would get would definitely have like a crooked tree. So these are just my thoughts. If you love this warmer, I am so happy for you. I'm not trying to discourage anyone from getting it. I'm just trying to give my opinion and say, I will not be getting this warmer. So I will not be reviewing it here on my channel because I personally cannot justify spending $160 on this warmer. I feel like for Scentsy to make a jump from $125 for last year's limited edition warmer to $160, they didn't even make a small jump. They jumped from $125 to $160. I don't see anything in this warmer that really shows me where that extra money is being put, because it doesn't do anything special. Like I said, you can't change the lights. There's nothing extra special here. And I feel like they normally make the limited edition holiday warmers extra special. And I don't get that feeling from this warmer. And I'm honestly really, really disappointed. I'm disappointed. I have a few customers that are disappointed, and I just wish they would have done something different, or they would have at least not increased the price to 160. If they would have left it at 125, I could understand that more. I still think that's a little high for this, but I could understand that more. But the fact that they increased it and yet it does nothing special, I feel like where is the cap here? That's kind of how I feel. I feel like if we all were to purchase this warmer at 160, what is that telling Scentsy? I feel like that's letting Scentsy know that we're okay with spending $160 on a warmer that doesn't really do anything special, that they have called it a limited edition holiday warmer and they have made it a collectible. They've made it numbered, but it's really doesn't look more special than any other warmer they've created. And it doesn't do anything extra special from any other warmer they've created throughout the year. So what are they going to create next year, and how much are they going to charge for next year's? Is next year's going to be 180? Where does it stop? I love Scentsy. I really do love Scentsy. Don't get me wrong. Okay. I can justify spending money on Scentsy. That's how much I love it. I love being a consultant, but I also have to be honest, and I'm just really disappointed. I'm kind of upset that they chose to increase the price to 160. I can get behind the fact that this is the warmer that they wanted to choose for the limited edition warmer, because I'm sure that there are some people out there who absolutely love this warmer and it matches their decor and it's a style that they love. So that's perfectly fine. I'm not always going to like every limited edition warmer they create, but this is really the first one that I've ever seen Scentsy make that I just didn't feel like it was worth the money, or I felt like it didn't deserve to be a limited edition warmer. I think that's really what I'm meaning by this. I just feel like this warmer didn't deserve to be a limited edition warmer. I do think the warmer looks larger than a lot of other warmers they have, but the heating element is on the back. Obviously I don't know how many watts it is because they don't tell us that information. So I don't know how many watts this warmer is. I'm sure it's going to be a great performing warmer. I do think it's pretty. My husband even thought that this was a really pretty warmer. It's not about that. It's just about the cost and the fact that you can't use your rewards on it. You can't use anything on it. So if you are someone who has purchased every single limited edition warmer that Scentsy has created, I can understand how you would have a pull to want to purchase this one because you have them all. So you feel like you need to purchase this one. But I do feel bad that they increased the price to 160. So now you're kind of faced with the decision, am I really going to spend 160 on this warmer? Especially if it's not one you necessarily like. It's just you normally always purchase their limited edition warmers. I am not one of those people. I mean, I love Scentsy and I love the limited edition warmers usually, but I'm just not someone who has purchased every single one from the beginning. So I don't feel the need to purchase this one just because it is their limited edition warmer for the year. I'm just not going to do that. But for all of you that love it, I am happy for you. I am happy that it's something that you're interested in. The other thing that bothers me is that this was the 10th annual limited edition holiday offering, is what Scentsy said in their news article. And so I feel like for their 10th one, you would just think it would be like some grand warmer, some amazing warmer. And I feel like it just isn't for me. I feel like the warmer just doesn't look like a high quality type of warmer with the items that are inside of the warmer. The trees, I feel like look like they're something from a craft store. So if they would have been like more of a ceramic type of tree, maybe like a ceramic type of tree that would have glowed or something like that, I would have liked that a lot better. I also really do not like the bottom of the warmer. It looks like a piece of styrofoam to me where the snow is. So I don't really like that either. I feel like they could have done a better job with making it look like snow on the ground. And so that's just my opinions. I feel like at first glance of the warmer, I thought it was really pretty, but the longer that I looked at it, I just kind of noticed those things. And while every warmer can't be perfect, I do understand that. I know that every warmer can't be perfect. I just feel like for $160, it better be really high quality and it better be close to perfect for me to spend that kind of money on a warmer that I can't use my host rewards or half price credits or anything on it. It does have to be close to perfection for me. So I would love to know everyone else's opinions. I would. You know, I'm giving my opinions, but I really would love to hear what everyone else thinks about it. I have been on YouTube looking to see if anyone else has shared their opinion, and I just haven't seen any other videos. I haven't seen anyone else talking about it. And so I wanted to share my thoughts and just see how everyone else is feeling. I really wanted to love it. I really was intending to purchase this because I just felt like it was going to be some amazing warmer this year because they have made so many changes this year. And I just thought it was going to be, I thought it would be something different, but I had no idea that they were going to charge $160 and not really be a standout warmer for me. So I feel like last year's limited edition warmer was my favorite warmer of the year. I mean, I love that warmer so much. I cannot wait to pull it out and decorate for Christmas. So I'm just going to enjoy my warmer from last year and I'm going to pass on this one. So please let me know your thoughts down below about the limited edition warmer and all the other items that are coming. I'd also like to know your opinions about the candles because I really did not think that Scentsy was going to release candles in fragrances that they're not also releasing in their wax bars. I don't know if that's a way to try to get people to purchase more of the candles because in a way it almost makes me want to purchase those candles just because I want to smell those scents and I want to experience those scents. But at the same time, I'm not one to burn candles. I feel like I came to Scentsy as an alternative to candles. And so I feel like they should offer the same scents in wax melts for people that prefer the wax melts and the wax bars over candles. I feel like it's kind of wrong for them to offer exclusive fragrances in the candles, but that's just my opinion. I think it's just because I was looking for scents like that this year. I wanted more holiday type fragrances, and I just feel like the holiday collection let me down a little bit. I'm still holding out hope for the Scents of the Season collection. So once I get to smell the Scents of the Season, I'm hoping those are going to be, more of a holiday type of smell. But I would still like to really smell the scents that they're putting in those candles, and maybe they'll release those in a wax bar in the future. I don't know. I feel like they're missing out on money there because I'm sure a lot of us would purchase those fragrances in a wax bar. And then there's a lot of us that are not going to purchase it in the candles because we don't burn candles, to each their own. So that was it for today's video. That's really all I had to say. I would love to know what your opinions are about the limited edition warmer. I would love to know what your thoughts are about the candles and the new releases for everything else that's coming up. If you want to comment below, I would love to continue the conversation. I really do appreciate you guys watching. I hope all of you have an absolutely lovely day, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.